game-changing solution to close America's racist education gap, end quote. Congressman Burgess Owens wrote that, Republican from the great state of Utah. He joins me now. Okay, spell it out, sir. What's the game-changing solution?
Good seeing you, my friend. Well, it comes down to this. Understand that what America's all about is a level playing field. That's all we ask for. That's all we asked for when I was growing up. That's all we ask for today. When you start putting in place things that that you can succeed without respect, you're not really succeeding. And that's what this is all about. What affirmative action has come down to is very simply this. It's us accepting the fact that we cannot intellectually compete. We don't have affirmative action when it comes down to sports, any kind of physical prowess. It only comes down to intellect. And what they've done and for the last 60 years is convinced America, black Americans, that we cannot come to the plate, compete, and win unless we're handicapped. And that is the worst sense of racism that I've ever seen. Now, the other side of this is very simply this: they have terrible school systems. They don't teach our kids how to think, how to read and write. They then lower the bar, put them into colleges where they cannot compete. They then leave with all kind of debt and without any kind of education, any kind of hope, and they're angry about the system that they've been told is not working against them. It's the worst things that can happen to our country. We have to get back to bottom line meritocracy, and this allows us to start looking at that.
So no affirmative action, a meritocracy. Compete, win, succeed, show you can do it. That's what it takes, right?
Think about it. Where else do we not use meritocracy? And everything else we do, whether it be in a football field, whether it be in the corporate world, if you're winning, if you're bringing value, then you will succeed, you move forward. Only in this arena when it comes to black Americans are they lowering the bar and say, you don't have to be as smart as the rest of us. Just come on, if you're black enough, come to the plate and we'll give you an opportunity. And that, to me, is the worst thing we can do, to think that is based on our skin color versus our content, our character, and our wit and our grit.
What about reparations for slavery? It's a movement that's really taking off in America today. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's the result of 60 years of affirmative action. When you have people literally thinking that they're entitled for something just because of their skin color, what is the next step? These folks who literally have no shame. They're not taught how to compete, how to risk, what success is all about. And so they think just because of the skin color, they deserve to have a big payout. It's like, and lottery never works for those who are receiving it. It's a demeaning process, and our country will not accept this. We're not there. We're not going to get there. We're going to push back on this for sure.
We've gotten to the point where we're not discussing the principle of whether or not reparations should be paid. We're at the point of deciding how much will be paid. It's as if we've accepted the principle. Yes, it must be paid. That's where we are now.
Well, it's only in these blue states. It's only these liberal states, liberal cities. Keep in mind, the biggest problem with the black Americans in the past when I was growing up was not the KKK and white racism. It was actually black elitists and liberal racists who lower the bar and think that we cannot compete. No, we're now at a point where Americans are waking up. We're not going to take this. It can happen in some blue cities. At some point, people are going to fed up of giving their dollars away to other people because of their skin color. And I think we're going to turn the corner in a big way on this one. It's a bridge too far for sure.
A bridge too far for sure. Good stuff. Burgess Owens, Republican from the great state of Utah. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it, buddy.
You got it. Let's